Do 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 do.
Hi, my name is Carly and this is Jen.
Hi.
She is from a blog here in Southern California called Something Turquoise, the wedding blog that embraces the DIY bride.
Yes.
And today she's going to show us some directional signs for weddings. We're going to do 2, so tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'm excited because this is our first ever, this is my first ever DIY video. Normally we do stills, so I think this project will translate really well on video.
Yes.
So we're going to do 2 different signs today. We're going to do one that is very simple, just like glue and paint. And then we're going to do one that's a little more legit. So if you have the skills, we're going to show you how to make a stronger sign. Awesome. So I'm excited. Are you ready?
Too. Yes, let's get started.
Okay. You're going to need at least 2 pieces of 6-foot long, fun, rustic wood. You're going to need a Makita chop saw, or you can have the guys at your local hardware store cut the wood for you. If you're cutting your own wood, make sure that you have safety gloves and safety glasses. We'll also need some type of really strong glue, like Gorilla Wood Glue or liquid nails. For painting, as always, we're using Martha Stewart Crafts. You'll also need a tape measure, a pencil, and a rubber mallet for pounding your sign into the ground safely.
Okay, so what's the first step?
So our first step is going to be buying and cutting our wood. So I'm going to show you how we're going to cut the wood today, but if you don't have access to a chop saw like this, most of the times you can just pay a little extra and the guys at your local hardware store will totally cut it for you. Okay. Especially if maybe you have a picture, you can show them, hey, I want to just put a few like arrow angles, and most of the time they'll be nice and cut it for you for maybe just a couple bucks. Okay. So yeah, we're going to start with cutting.
Awesome.
So you want to grab our wood?
Yes.
So you can find wood, buy wood, reclaim wood, whatever. This is a grape, a grape stake wood, and it's really nasty, and you want to be careful handling it. It's 3 inches, and I think the original length was 8 feet. So we're going to cut, first we're going to cut our stake, which will be 5 feet.
Okay.
And then we're going to cut the little arrows. Mm-hmm. So the arrows will be anywhere from 15 to 25 inches. Okay. Just maybe depending if you want to write cocktails, your names or initials, or your ceremony, whatever, however you feel like you want to work your sign. Perfect. So to start, we're going to cut the bottom of the stake. And this saw here, we have it set at 50 degrees. So having your wood set up, we're going to do just one side of the point. So one side of the point is finished, and now Carly is going to do the other side. So we're going to line up to make sure that's even. Okay. Here you go. Thank you. So you're going to push the button, engage the trigger, and pull down. Yep. There we go. Okay. That's it. So there's the bottom of our steak. All nice and finished and ready to go. Okay. This is actually the same exact angle that we're going to cut for each of the little arrow signs. Yeah. Great. So now we are going to start cutting our arrow signs. So it's the same 2 cuts at the 50-degree angle and 1 just straight cut. So here is the straight cut. Again, these can be any size that you want for your sign. For our sign, we did 20 inches, 18 inches, and 16 inches.
Okay, so what's the next step?
So the next step is painting.
Yay, cool.
Okay, so what's fun about this sign is that it's just hand painted. So whatever level of painting, it doesn't matter. You paint your word and you're happy with it because it's your own. We've got my favorite Martha Stewart Crafts paint. Little dishes for us. Here's your arrow.
Thank you.
I think I like this side.
Maybe I'll do the opposite so when we hang it.
Oh, okay. So now,
I'm left-handed.
Paint whatever you want.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to paint reception.
Okay.
You can paint whatever you want. You can paint your names. You can paint your initials. If you paint, C plus B this way.
Oh, okay. Great.
I kind of like to outline mine first, just real easy and quick. Okay. And then go back and do finish work, especially this wood is kind of nasty. So with this paint, you're going to want to let it dry for at least an hour before really handling it. But before you glue it, you're going to want to let it dry overnight.
Okay. So for this project, you need to make sure that you have at least a couple days.
Yeah, a couple days for sure.
Before your wedding,
yeah.
If it's crunch time and you're working.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
the next step is glue. And that's what is awesome about this project. Let's say that you bought your wood and had it cut at your local hardware store. No power tools involved, and now still no power tools because we're going to glue our sign together. So you're going to need a heavy duty kind of glue like a liquid nails or this Gorilla Wood glue. And you're going to need some time and a few bricks to let this set. So this, the setting of the glue is going to take 24 hours.
So it's the first part, do we just lay them out?
Yeah, just lay them out and see how you want, maybe, see how you want them to go. Wherever you're going to actually put it at your reception, you're going to need to take that into consideration. The funky thing about using like real cool looking wood is that you're not going to have a really good seal. So we're going to really need to load the glue up. And if it squeezes out, that's totally fine because it's going to dry clear.
Oh, that's
so
nice. And then a brick on top.
Brick on top. That's it. You can't touch it.
Okay, so this is our sign.
Yep.
This is after 24 hours of letting it dry.
Nice and strong. It's ready to go.
Looks great.
So if you want to preserve the paint, you're going to want to use finish spray, like a finish paint, to give it a nice clear coat and protect the paint from the elements. So I like this satin enamel finish spray paint from Martha Stewart. It's durable for outside and everything. You can just give it like a little quick spray, make sure it's all coated. You can do the whole sign like that, and you'll be good to go for the elements.
That's great.
Then you can add, if you want to add like a little raffia bow for decor. So when you're going to put this in the ground at your reception, you're going to want to use a rubber mallet, no regular metal hammer. Rubber mallet will protect your sign from getting ruined. So the different tools that we'll be needing for the more advanced project today will be a drill, 2 different size drill bits, along with a countersink drill bit, wood screws, a screwdriver, of course safety glasses, and the rubber mallet, along with a little Gorilla Glue. To finish both projects today, we're going to be using Martha Stewart Craft's sprayable satin enamel finish.
So now that we've done the easy sign, we're going to do the more advanced.
Yep. So we have our stake like the last project.
Perfect.
And I've had that cut, and I spray painted the stake a color, and then I have this pre-made piece of wood that I bought at Michael's.
That's so cute. Can you share with us how you did that?
Sure. So first I just painted it all white, and then I taped this off with stenciling tape, put a little decoupage glue on there from Martha Stewart, glitter, and then a little more decoupage glue after the glitter and glue had dried, and then just freehand painted the letters.
That looks really great.
Oh, thanks. It's a little more modern sign, and then we're going to use the little bit more advanced technique. So we're actually going to drill holes through the wood, put screws in, and a little bit of glue is always good, so we're going to do that. So let's get started.
Okay, great.
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drilling holes to actually countersink my wood screw. So a countersink is so that the screw fits flush with the top of the wood, so there's going to be no, you're not going to see the screw head at all. So you're going to need 2 different drill bits for that. So I have a combo drill bit here with the countersink and the regular drill bit, and then I have my larger drill bit. So to find the right drill bit for the first hole, it needs to be the minor diameter of the screw, which means minus the teeth. It needs to be, this drill bit needs to be the exact same size as the smallest part of the screw. And then to find the larger hole drill bit, it needs to be the largest size of the screw, which is the major diameter.
Okay.
So so these 2 fit perfectly. These are wood screws that we're using. So we're going to start with our first hole, which is the smaller hole. We like it like that. Okay, and we're going to go all the way until the countersink goes into the wood. So to check and make sure that your screws will fit, you just kind of make sure that the little heads fit right there, and that looks pretty good.
Okay. Is there a reason why we're doing the holes first before we do the screws?
Yes. So a little bit cheaper compressed boards like these have a tendency to split. Okay. So if we were to nail, screw just right away with no pilot hole, the boards could just totally split on you.
Okay.
So that's why we're doing this first.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
now in the stake we have the small holes, which are perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go back through these original holes and make them a little bit larger so that this screw just slides right through the holes, and then the screw's actually going to grab into the tiny holes. So you're going to need a piece of wood to drill through to, and we're going to need to change out our drill bit. Now we're going to go back through as best you can the original holes.
So that's making it a lot bigger.
Making it a lot bigger so the screw can just go right through. So now we can actually check to make sure that our screws go through. Let's see. They look pretty good. Okay. Before we add the screws, we're just going to put a tiny bit of glue right here. Same glue from the last project. Glue is always good. Okay. So we're going to kind of get these worked through just a tiny bit so they're poking out.
Okay.
Now we're just going to screw it in.
It's going to look really great.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Maybe we'll hang a little cute tassel from it. So there you go. Our sign is done, complete, ready to go. And just needs a little coat of paint over the screws and a little lacquer to seal the paint, and you're ready.
Looks great. Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jen, for showing us all of your tricks.
Absolutely.
To see more wedding DIYs, you can visit somethingturquoise.com.
Yep, we have over 100 easy-to-follow tutorials there, so check them out.
And if you like what you saw today, you can subscribe to our channel. And if you want to see us do any other DIYs, go ahead and comment below. Thanks for watching.
Happy crafting.
You got a quick snap lock on